Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that has happened in the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Now this week was also a rather lackluster week. We do have just a couple of little things to discuss here. You know, it's one of those time periods where we haven't had a Fan First Friday in a couple of weeks and we don't know when the next one will be, so we don't really have anything else to talk about. Nothing's really been leaking out or anything recently. Not that there needs to be, we have tons of leaks right now anyway. But let's go ahead and get into what we do have. So, here we go. So first up this week we have some Wave 9 information to discuss here. First of all, we have some new promo shots of the Wave that come from the UK distributor abg.com. And basically these pictures were found by Ranger Select on Twitter, who let me know about them, so huge thank you to them for sending them my way. Now what they are is they're nothing, you know, that we didn't already know about or anything. They're just new promo shots. But I always look forward to when these are finally found, because I don't know why Hasbro decides to sometimes do box pictures one way and sometimes the other way. And what I mean by that is that most of the time, especially in 2019 and most of 2020, whenever they showed a picture of the box, you could kind of see, like, you would see the whole front of it and you could kind of see a little bit of the top, you know, just by the angle it was. And it was nice to have a matching set of consistent promo shots that always showed the top of the box and things like that. And then sometimes they just don't. Sometimes they do a picture that's just like the front of it, and sometimes the box at like a slight angle, or it's a mess. And so I always wait for, it usually takes a couple months, if they don't give you the promo shot that I like, the one where you can see the top of the box and it matches everything else, then usually the picture gets found a couple months after release or like right before release. And here we are with that. So Wave 9's like top of the box matching every other box we've ever had promo shots have finally been found. Which means I'm on the hunt to find nice looking matching promo shots of the boxes for the metallic armors, for A-Squad, for the Sentry, Versus Packs. Everything that's been released in the last couple of months has not matched any of the other promo shots that we've had, which is extremely infuriating to my OCD brain, so we gotta figure it out, but we will probably find it. So we have those. We also have new pictures of the back of the boxes, nothing too crazy on any of those. And then we have the nice picture that just kind of is a breakdown of the figure and all of its accessories that we also usually get either when the figure gets revealed or we find it later on. So that's a cool picture there. I like that we have all that. It's also just a nice picture to have like a close-up without on the figure itself of like the Bridge, Carlos, and Kai heads and you know, the effect pieces. It's just kind of nice to see it laid out. And it makes it easier whenever I update the logbook for sure. So nice new pictures of Wave 9 there. So let's go ahead and move into our next Wave 9 story. So our next Wave 9 story is still relevant, kind of, although the time period of it has kind of passed, and that is the fact that the website Dorkside Toys this past week put 3/4 of the Wave up in stock, so you could actually order them from their site. You can't now, though. So they were sold out now, but for a brief period of time, for at least a day or so, they had Lost Galaxy Blue, SPD Green, and In Space Black in stock. However, they had them for the new price of $22.99 instead of the price that they should have been, because Wave 9 was still under the old price number of $19.99. So unfortunately, that was weird. And they never got the Tenga in stock on that one. The Tenga was still available, and it still is right now for pre-order, but so you couldn't get the whole wave at once there. But the reason why it's relevant is that maybe keep checking Dorkside Toys. I'll leave a link in the description below for you to keep refreshing it or something. If you guys would like to get your Wave 9 there, you will be paying a little bit more for it there, but you can get it now if they do put it back in stock. Obviously, you can't get it right now, but you know, work with it there. So you have that going on. But the reason why it's also relevant is that if one online retailer is finally getting them, hopefully Amazon, I would imagine, will be the next one to start charging and shipping them. Pulse is going to wait until August, because Pulse is going to be last 100%. They always are last. So that's always how that will probably work, because, you know, Pulse says August 1st, so it's probably not going to be until August 1st that those come out there, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, if you order from Pulse, you're probably still waiting 2 months. Hopefully Amazon moves it up. I mean, they've been out in stores and Targets for a month, so hopefully their site starts getting them soon. So hopefully Wave 9 starts trickling out here more. I'm trying to find this wave, and so it's been difficult to try to get it. And, you know, not necessarily early, but earlier than the ridiculous August date for it. So just waiting out, trying to find it there. But yes, if you guys would like to get Wave 9 there, keep an eye on Dorkside Toys, and they might get it back in stock sooner than later. Next up here, we have more artworks being released from Tom Whalen's website this week. So last week we discussed how he had posted the Wave 9 artworks, which was great. And this week he posted all 4 of the new single-release A-Squad artworks that we saw back at the last Fan First Friday on May 14th. So we have the artwork for A-Squad red, green, yellow, and pink here, so all the 4s that we just saw. Unfortunately, just like what we saw on the actual box themselves, the visor trims are incorrect on everyone, which is just weird. I don't understand how that happened. I mean, no fault to Tom on that one. I don't know what happened with it. But it's also strange that he actually did do, since the visors are all the same in all of them. It's interesting that there actually is 4 new artworks here, because like he hasn't released artwork for like the individual psychos, besides just red and blue, and green. So like black, yellow, and pink's psycho artwork has never been released by him, and I assumed that was because it was just like photoshopped, of the same one he had before, and he hadn't done a new one. Which is probably the case with these 2, but it's just interesting that he decided to release all 4 of these ones and not all of those ones. I don't know. I just think it's kind of strange. So yeah, but that looks really cool. I always like getting the full artwork render of them. And I mean, the work is beautiful as always. And so even with the visor problem. But besides that, it is perfectly nice. And I can't wait to get them on the actual figure boxes when those 2 come out within the next couple of months or so. So huge shout out to Tom once again for always uploading the artwork, and I can't wait to see all like the ones that haven't been uploaded yet, like the Wave 8 ones, the Sentry versus Pax Wave 2 and such, the SPD Blue A-Squad 2-pack from last year, stuff like that. So it should be cool, and we'll see what we get. Our final story here today is going to be just this little thing I decided to give a shout out to. So John Green over from greenranger.com, who is just like an expert with Power Ranger toys. I mean, his site has been such a useful tool. I mean, you've probably come across it at some point with the massive database that he has of things there. Well, he's running a Lightning Collection survey right now until 8 p.m. tonight. So you only have 8 hours from the time of this video being uploaded to go and fill it out. It doesn't take that long. I think it took me like maybe 15 minutes or so. I mean, it can take as little time as you want, as much effort as you want to put into it. So, I think it was just a couple of questions. There's like some rankings and stuff on it. I thought it was a pretty nice put together survey. He did this last year, and the results were interesting to see, especially a year later when some of the figures and stuff from that survey have actually happened, So, I mean, it's not like an official survey by Hasbro or anything in any capacity. It's just really just to get some fan, a place to get fan interest and kind of gauge some information from that. So if you guys would like to fill that out, I will put a link to it in the description below. And like I said, you have until 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time, to finish it up. So, yep, hopefully he gets some good results on it. I'm looking forward to seeing what the results are. And yeah, so fill that out if you want to. Alright, now we have our lightning strike of the week. We have 2 we're going to focus on today. Our first one is from Twitter user EdLover79763, who uploaded a really cool picture of their Mighty Morphin display, and they went all out on this display. Not only do they have the whole team there, they even have duplicates of red, black, and yellow, and pink to have the secondary cast of Mighty Morphin characters, so Rocky, Adam, Aisha, and Kat. So that's really cool. They even have like a custom head, which not sure what head is. It's not the Valkyrie head, is it? No, I don't think so. Some other head from some other Hasbro figure to be a stand-in for Aisha until the two Aisha figures we're getting come out. But I think it works. I mean, it's definitely a good stand-in for now. And I always like seeing the dedication to actually buying multiples to do the different head swaps of the different characters. Like, I'm sure some people are going to be buying multiples of Bridges and Jack figures to do like once a Ranger version of Bridge, and also like have Sky be SPD Red and things like that. So really cool whenever we see that kind of stuff on displays, and I just like how it looks in general with like Alpha and Zordon on there and everything. So yeah, I love it. Good display. Our second Lightning Strike of the Week showcase here is going to be from Twitter user Bandora Palace, who made some amazing custom Machine Empire Lightning Collection scaled kind of statue figurines. These look awesome. So you have the whole Royal House of Gadgetry here, and it looks great. I mean, I would love to see us get some more Zeo representation, especially Zeo villains. I mean, I have that cog, that custom cog that Corey made for me, which is awesome. But I'd love to see, an official King Mondo, an official, Gasket and Archerina and all that stuff in the Lightning Collection, and hopefully we get that in the future. But yeah, I mean, this looks great. I love all the. I mean, people are so talented with their customs in this line, more than I ever could be. I wouldn't even have the first clue of what I was doing. So I've always like focusing on people's customs like that. So huge shout out to your display there with what you've done with the Machine Empire. So great work. Alright, well that is going to do it for this week's episode of Lightning Storm. Like I said, not a lot going on this week, just kind of Wave 9 trickling out in more places and all this other stuff that, just are kind of riding us on until we get our next Fan First Friday event, which they've been, they're pretty much done cycling through the Hasbro brands this time around, so maybe they're going to go back around and we'll get a Power Rangers one soon. We just had G.I. Joe this past week, we're getting a Star Wars one this upcoming week, so after that, we will have had Transformers, Marvel, G.I. Joe, and Star Wars since our last Power Rangers one. So maybe it's time to start cycling through them again, and maybe Power Rangers will be sooner than later, I hope, because we still have a lot to talk about with Power Month, and it's only about 2 months away at this point, and which is crazy, because it's already been 2 months ago that they announced Power Month, which is just, where's the time going, crazy. But like I said, that's all I got for Lightning Storm this week. Thank you all for watching. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at 2 different places, at Living Ranger Key, my personal account, and at Lightning Fig PR for all things strictly Lightning Collection related. I'll see you all next time on Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice.